Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. You have a wonderful day. Happy birthday to you. I'm so happy be with you. Happy birthday, someone special. They say you are there. Yeah. Hoping your big star keeps shining. Happy birthday to you. たくさんの幸せが Happy birthday to you. 訪れますように Happy birthday to you. Wow, wow, oh yeah.
Hey, thanks for your sweet song.
Okay. I'm gonna put it all the way down. Is that okay?
No.
Because especially when they start.
Oh yeah, when they play. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're back with our 6 o'clock program. And the topic today, as we continue to celebrate Black History Month in Japan, we're going to talk about the influence of Black culture in Japan. And you're going to hear some personal stories from myself, Susette, and from one of my partner, Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to hear some personal stories from two lovely Japanese lady musicians, and they're going to also play some music. So thanks. Let's get started. So first, we've lived in Japan for quite a long time. So we've seen a lot of changes, maybe some good, maybe some not so good. But we've all had exposure to Japanese people, whether through work, teaching. I'm a teacher. I'm a university teacher right now, but I started out teaching junior high school children, then I moved to high school, and I've taught everybody from about 2 years old to 88 years old. So, and always I've tried to share as much of my culture. I'm born in Jamaica, but grew up in America. So I've got kind of a lot of experience and a lot of culture. So we're going to begin with Gordon. He's going to tell us a little bit about him and just what kind of influence he's seen or he's had also on Japan himself. Okay? Thanks.
Sure. Hi, guys. Good evening. And yeah, in Japan, I've been here. This is my 10th year. And I work at an international school, and I do kind of like some acting and modeling and gospel teaching on the side. Yeah, it's my 10 years here. One of the biggest changes or influences that I feel that I've had in Japan is just being Black. It's like, I know it sounds weird, but when I enter a room, it's like I can see a lot of, especially like kids, they just like, who is this person? Why are you brown or why are you Black? Is this your real hair? You know, and so it's been really interesting to just have just my presence as a Black person in Japan has meaning in itself. Let me just translate that bit into Japanese because I think especially まあ今は日本に住んでいるのは10年目。まあ小学校働いてるインターナショナルの、そしてまあ時々ゴスペルも教えてるし、そしてアクティングとかモデルとかやってる。すごくなんていうかインフルエンスなんていう日本で。What's that word?
影響、
日本で。それが黒人だからそういうなんか力というかそういうあれがある。例えば僕は、黒人だから、まあ、いろんな子供たちが僕のところを見て、そしてまあ外国人だけどでもなんで茶色なんなんで黒いなんそれ本当の髪の毛か、すごく子供だけじゃなくて大人までもそういう質問があって、そして特に学校で 子供が言われて、でもやっぱり大人だったらそれは聞いたら恥ずかしいやろ、だから子供だったら触ってもいい髪の毛とかね、だからそんなにまあ僕は全然怒らないんだけどね、やっぱり初めて言うとまあ僕は全然問題ないし、こういう感じのドレッドヘアって感じの、どうやって本物なんか全部本当の髪の毛かどうか、なんかすげえなとか、そしていやでもやっぱりゴードのまあ、黒人だから、まあ、僕の持ったイメージは違うやんとか言われて、 So yeah, it's like that kind of change has really been just they're questioning why am I black, and I tell them the reason, you know, melanin, the different things in our skin, the hair, this is my natural hair, there's no perm in my hair, this is just my hair just twisted and, you know, just let go, put some water, you're good, you know. And so that kind of influence for me has been really huge. And also, as a matter of fact, just earlier today I just was teaching a little gospel workshop, and we actually had that kind of conversation of like discrimination or sabetsu, things like that, right? We had that talk. And but it was interesting about just gospel music in general. They have like a Tenshino love song, right? They have and so in English it's Sister Act. So it's like, you know, and so just to explain, you know, just how that movie just had a huge impact, and so that in a sense defined the word like black gospel.
Yes,
it's not just like it's not just gospel music, but it's black gospel that kind of started happening. So I can see there's just so many different areas. This is what is a black person. Already I'm starting to change kids' ideas of what a black person is. Gospel music. Well, what is gospel? What is black gospel? Is it just like this, or there are different kinds of, you know, there's gospel jazz, gospel reggae, gospel hip hop, you know. So what does that look like? And then there's also, you know, dance. You know, there's the Afro beat. You know, there's the music, and then you got the lot of Afro. Like, there's a lot of dance studios now, more that's focusing on Afro beat, Afro type dancing, you know. And so seeing these kind of things just really just boom. You know, it's like you see a whole bunch of people on the street, they're like, you know, and it's really becoming so big in Japan, and Japan is usually closed, but it's interesting to see how it's become so much more open and stuff.
Competitions are
Huge.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, we're talking about the influence in culture. You're right. More Afrobeats, jazz, hip hop. When I first came, it was all about hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, my students, I used to teach at a high school,
Hip-hop
even the
and
girls,
breakdancing too, right?
hip hop and breakdancing, more than 20 years ago. And, you know, they thought, that's black dance, that's cool. It was a positive thing. But I will say now they're looking more at different kinds of dance in related to black culture. And definitely the Afro beats and interest in African music has also grown. So it's been, I've liked that change. I think there's meeting more of us. They're being exposed to more.
Right. I think that's
they're being exposed to more, that we come from such a big, a wide background, you know, and that we have more than just rap and hip hop and to offer. So I'm really happy about that.
That whole thing, me being black thing, is like I'm part of the contribution that's happening already. I'm a different image of what a black person
Oh
is.
yes, honey. And the biggest one is, you know, when I first came on the JET program, of course, I grew up in Jamaica, but I was born in Jamaica, but I grew up in New York. And they have Japanese have different images of who speaks English and things like that. And you know, one of the image was, oh wow, you speak good English and your English is good. Whereas at one point they might have not expected that or been used to that. So we're literally ambassadors.
Yeah.
And you talk about teachable moments, I like to call them. When I came at one time, I had braids. And it was also
Braids,
popular cultural influence about 20 years ago. Mitsuami in Japanese, they love, when I first came to Japan, they loved reggae, they loved hip hop, they loved rap, and they loved the hair. And I had the Mitsuami, the braids. But, you know, people would, on the train, I'd be sitting or standing, and I just feel something funny in my head. And I'd be like, I look around, someone's like touching. oh. And, you know, I'm a very nice person, but that's a very strange feeling. And a few times I gave angry, ugly looks. But in other situations, on a crowded train, no time to talk. But my students also, they wanted to feel and touch. So I try to let them know we have different kinds of hairstyles. And you never go up and just touch someone without their permission. But that has changed too. And the stairs, we don't get a little, it's step by step, it's baby steps. In Japan, it's baby steps. But even the stairs, I used to just be on the train and I would just feel. I didn't see, I would just feel people staring at me, and not children. With children, it's okay. But grown-ups, adults, black people, we're here. There's lots of us here. We're on TV doing many different things. So in terms of the influence of the culture, I think we've added to the fact that we're more diverse and we are not so much special. So there was also the opposite. You were black, so you were sugoi, kakoi, and cool and special. And that's also not such a good thing. But so I think it's good to see change happening. Slow, baby steps. But I will say this though, the music, Japan has embraced black music a lot. And I think that's been a nice ambassador and has had a lot of effect. So, because we have these two special guests here who can talk, and I didn't introduce them before, and I apologize for that, but we have these two lovely Japanese people who are going to talk to us about the influence of our culture, black culture, on their lives. And we have Miss Mie Arai, who is a soul gospel singer and songwriter.
Yes.
Okay. And her partner, Ayuko Ikeda, who plays the percussions. And we're going to talk to them a little bit about how did they get into this kind of music and what it means to them. And then they're going to play some live music for us. So first, if it's okay, let's begin with Mie. Mie, I'm very interested in how you got into this kind of music and what brought you to.
Yes. When I was a student, I liked soul music. Then when I grew up, about 20 years ago, I had a traffic accident. I started to give up my life because of an after effect of an injury. Then I met gospel music. Yes. At the time I heard the words, why not try it? Why not trust yourself again? Wow. So I started trust myself and God and sing gospel music.
Okay. All right. So you hear the voice, and this, you've had this accident, you want to do it. Where did you learn? Where did you go to learn the music, the singing, or the style of singing? Where did you go? Did you go to America? Did you?
Yes. Yeah. In Japan, I learned gospel music, but I want to go to New York. I wanted. So my parents were against but I went New York.
You did it your way.
Yes.
You did it your way.
When I arrived at New York, my tears flew.
Yeah. Why? Why?
I was very in trouble. So my dream has just come true.
Yeah. Yes. Tears of joy.
Yes.
Not because scary New York or anything.
No.
Okay. Thank you. Good.
Can I translate just a little bit of that? まあちょっと日本語で、まあ20年前、まあちょっと
車の事故ね。
事故があって、まあそこからなんかまあゴスペル、まあちょっと短くしてるね。
短くしてる、だいぶ短くするけどね。
そのゴスペルをずっと ゴスペル興味があった？
天使ラブソングを見るだけで、でも自分は
同じ。
そう。
なるほど。
その世界はでも日本では歌ってはいけないと思ってたの。そ
They
れは
did think that,
そう
yes.
だからテレビの中のものだと思ってたから、ある日その日本でも歌ってるよっていうのをテレビで見たときにすごくびっくりして、
Okay.
でその時に聞こえたの、どっかから、
Mm.
もう一回頑張ってみって。
Okay. So Tenshi no Love Song is again I said it's sister act. So people watching, English and they know the movie Whoopi Goldberg. Sister act, okay? Huge influence, huge impact here in Japan in terms, especially when it comes to gospel. So she heard the gospel music and then that's when she kind of heard that voice. So そこからその子、それ事故の後、そしてアメリカとかずっと有名でなんか夢だった行く時、
でも体がもう悪かったから病院の先生にも止められて、それを何回も I tried で、それでやっと行けたので、もうニューヨークのに着いた時はもう涙が止まらなかった。Tears of joy. Yeah.
The music had you by the heart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
I have
amazing.
a question. Would you say the music contributed to your healing? Would you say the music contributed to your healing, helped you with
なん
your
か癒され
healing?
たとか音楽が曲が
曲はね、
Was part of the healing?
ゴスペルミュージック。
ゴスペルミュージックで言うとね、Why Not Trust God Again、カートカーの曲で、
クレットカー。
のもう一回信じてみませんかっていう曲で、それはでもゴスペルを歌ったゴスペルを始めた後ですけど、それを聞いた時もいっぱい泣いた。
Okay. So Kurt Carr's music, she heard the gospel music. Why not give God a chance again, or something like that? And so she heard that, and she really felt moved and cried. Just
Wow, it's amazing. So then you went to New York to study
Yeah.
and learn, and okay. But singing is not your only thing. Do you also play some instrument?
No?
No? Okay, okay. All right. Well, if it's okay, let me ask Ayuko-san. How did she get into playing the
Playing?
percussion? She can answer in Japanese first, I think.
まず日本語で言って。
And then she will read the
そう、
English.
スタートしたけど。
Okay.
最初ハイスクール高校の時に、吹奏楽部というクラブに入って、でその時に打楽器を始めたんだけど、今のようなスタイルではなくて、その時はもう楽譜があって、それを見ながらみんなと合奏するのが楽しくてやっていたけれども、その後もっと勉強したくて大学にも行って大学卒業して、でたまたまこのアフリカの楽器のジェンベに出会った時に、今までのレッスンはなんていうかな、まずその楽器に触る前に姿勢とかどうやって打つ、どうやってピアノもどうやって弾くとか、そういうところからスタートするけど、そのジェンベを最初に習った時に、もう何でもいいからフリーで好きに1分ぐらい叩いてみてって言われた時に、何かそのわけも分からず叩いたその時間がすごく解放されて、初めてこう自分の中から出てきたのがすごくジェンベと出会った時になんかこう自分の解放が初めてなんか実感できて、
特にそれはあまりないですよね、日本で。なんか自分でやって自分の気持ち
そう
に
です
ね
だからもう習ってそれをね、表現することの方がそれも大事だとは思うけれど。
So these kinds of music, gospel and the African, it just something just kind of touched your heart
Yes.
or grabbed you.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's amazing. How can you do answer in English? It's good.
When Ayuko was a student, she belonged to the brass band club. She could never make a sound of any wind instruments. So she had no choice but to play the percussions. Fortunately, she became to like to beat as soon as he started to play the drums.
It's amazing.
Now she plays. She is a professional percussion player, and she plays the percussion to the nature, to the people, to everything. And she likes to beat everything.
Really? For example, like right now she'll
Yes.
be beating on her friend's
Yes.
hand
And-
on the table.
Yes, Dawn.
Okay, stop. Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. She feels the music. She really feels the music. Thank you
Every
very
time.
much. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, okay, so now you two, you're doing your music together, and something else happened in your life that kind of music affected that.
Yes. It was 8 years ago.
8年前の話。
Hi, my cute dog died. It made me hopeless. I couldn't sing and I couldn't move either. But one day I took my nephews to African drums concert.
うん。
The drum beats sounded like heartbeats. I could feel my heart beats. I realized I am alive.
Yes, yes.
Come on, yeah. That's what
Yes.
we do. We bring life.
Yes.
That's what we do.
Then I decided to sing again and start taiko to uta, progressions and songs.
Ah, interesting.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I think we should get to hear these two lovely ladies do their percussion and the music
Yeah.
together. Will you introduce what you're going to do?
Oh, let me just
Oh,
quickly
yes.
Sorry,
translate
go
that.
ahead.
Just that a little
Sorry.
bit. Because that's kind of cool.
Sumimasen,
Okay, じゃあ
ごめんね。
8年前の話なんだけど、まあ、言ったのはもう、可愛い犬が。
So
36
キロ。
36キロ。
それ覚えてる。ビッグ。
わあ。まあ、亡くなって、でももちろん、多分、動物いる人、多分そういう心が、知ってるかもしれないね。まあ、亡くなって、すごく寂しいとか、もう悲しいっていう状況で、まあ、歌うもやめて、もう動くも、なんか、あんまり何もしたくない感じで、そして、自分の子供
No, no.
自分の
nephews.
ネフュー、なんていう日本語で
甥っ子。
甥っ子と一緒に、
うん
アフリカンビートのコンサート行って、そしてアフリカンのリズムでなんかボンボン、そのリズムでなんか自分の心臓も感じてる。
そう、心臓の鼓動。
そしてなんか、僕はもう生きてるって
そう
感じて、そこからまあなんか
エナジーになった
生き返ったとか
そう、生き返った。すごいね、私が英語喋ってね。
そう、そしてまた歌が始まって、そしてそこから歌とアフリカン太鼓で合わせて
コンサート
コンサートとかやってね。
Okay. That is a wonderful story. I'm just getting a little bit
Yeah.
sugoi, goosebumps here. Okay. If you don't mind, how about giving us a little taste?
Yes. I wrote a song, Sarara, in Korean, 15 years ago. This song is my first gospel song. Sarara means let's live.
So let's look.
Yes, we're gonna play the chorus of Sarara, my friend translated into English, and Kumbaya, sung by Susette Gospel
Okay.
Choir. Yes,
Okay.
please listen.
オリジナルの曲。そう。
Oh, may I stand?
Oh yeah, you can. Just yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. So, what's the name of this? Do you have like a group name or something? No, just the two of you guys.
Yes.
Awesome. Hey.
Okay. Okay.
Please go ahead.
Is it the best commercial? I can't see.
2 songs I
Yeah.
will play.
この感じ
Let's live saying yes when the word says no, when the way seems far. Step by step we'll go. Let's live life and love. Hide away our fear. Just smile when it rains. The sun will appear. Somebody's crying, Lord.
that's what we call in the black culture taking us to church. You took us to church. And I'm
That's
just,
nice.
your face, the joy,
Yeah.
the radiance, it is unbelievable. I am so moved. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
The
was.
music took over, and that's what
That's
black
right.
music,
This
we
is-
feel it. Go. We
I-
feel it. Thank you, ladies. What a
Wow,
wonderful
that
job.
was
That was
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, it
Thanks for
just-
taking me to church.
That, you know, and this is the wonderful thing about just the beauty of African music. I'm sorry, I'll just have to specifically say about African style music, the beat, the drum. It really just completely changes the atmosphere of the space. I mean, you started singing, the beat it's just everything just became alive. Like
Alive,
every hit
yes.
of the drum, everything just like
yes,
boom. It's just like,
yes.
man, I mean, you know, the microphone kind of peaked up a little bit because, you know, it was
Sorry,
no,
sorry.
it's okay. But you know, the thing is, it's just you know, to it's so hard for these things to capture the richness
Yes.
of
Yep.
the singing of the
Yes.
beat of the drum.
Yes.
So it's just unfortunate, you know, for the viewers not to be able to hear this live, to be
Yes.
part of this, you know, atmosphere. But you know, it's great. You know, it's just your face.
Yes.
Your
Both
face.
of you.
You know,
both
in the
of you.
beginning, you know, had the headphones, but then she took the headphones off.
Yes.
She's like, I can't.
These getting in the way.
It's in the way. I gotta be loose. I gotta be free. You know, and I think, you know what, and I'll just take this time just to say that I think this is one of the biggest powers and influences that African music has. Is when you see African music compared to other cultures' form of music, you see a sense of freedom in African music.
Yes,
You
yes.
see this you feel this liberty,
Yes.
this form of expression. It's not just it's not just one set of rhythm. It's not like, you know, the typical 8 beats or 16 beats and then it repeats,
Yes,
right? It's
yeah.
not that.
No,
There's a whole flow that
Yes,
happens
that's
with the beat. You know,
exactly
sometimes she has to
what
put
I'm
it up, pa, pa, and then boom, da boom, da boom, boom, da boom, boom, da boom, da boom. Like it just changes, and there's it's exactly how life is. You know, life is not just a rhythmic thing. It just repeats after one thing and then it repeats again. But no, there's this flow of this organic thing that happens, and you can't help but become alive when you hear this kind of a rhythm. And it makes, and it's no surprise that in Japan, where everything is kind of systematic. It's like, oh, if you play piano, you have to, you know, play piano this
Yeah.
way. If you have to, you know, the trombone,
You have
it's
to
not
do-
this
yeah.
way. You have to do it this way, or you know, there's these rules. But in African music, in the drumming, in the dance, in the singing, you just break all of those rules. You know, I want to sing it 10 times. You
I
know,
know.
kumbaya.
Yeah.
You
Me
know,
too. Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
you know what? Maybe this time I sing it twice. There's no rule. It's just this sense of what is going on right now. How are you feeling it?
Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
Right. And it's just beautiful to me. It's just there's
is.
no other. It's just the core. That's the heart.
I agree
of it,
with you.
yeah.
I agree with you.
So
I
I
wrote
just-
down.
yeah.
Yeah. No. Again. No. It's true. Honkyo and homayo, homa.
Yeah.
And I wrote down. That's it. Black culture. We have so much, but the music, you feel it. You can't fake it. You
Yeah.
have to feel it. And
That's right.
as I was listening, I thought this is the true example of the influence
Yeah.
of black culture, black music
That's right.
on Japan. You went out of your box and you put
That's
up
it.
something
Yeah.
new, and you don't do it small. You're giving it your all. You're feeling it. And like I said, I feel like I went to church for a few minutes in here.
Yeah.
And so I thank you both. Please continue
Yeah.
playing and sharing your music.
Do you?
With-
Sorry. Do you guys like do sometime lives some places, or is it like in Osaka or Tokyo? I don't know. Where,
あ大阪では、
神戸もあるね。
神戸もあるし、アメリカじゃない、神戸と
world famous. Uh-oh.
International.
International.
国際的。じゃあ教えてよ。
Oh.
でもこれはあゆこが出ないの。
Okay. I see.
How can we get your schedule? Is there a website or just
Yes.
check with you or is there a website?
Yeah,
Okay.
So let's see. This one is the 20th of this month, actually, February 20th.
Okay.
Can we have?
Okay.
Can you put that
Is this the
camera
one?
there?
Camera.
Am I getting it?
Wait, hold on.
Camera.
Wrong?
Not which camera are we on?
Oh, sorry.
There it is.
Oh,
A little
yeah,
higher.
Hold it up. Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, I can do it. Let me do it because I can see it a little clearer.
Okay, sorry.
There you go.
Thank you.
So hold on. Yeah, it's a little bit
ああいうこと出るのは春からまたいっぱいあります。そして新しいレコーディングも今始まるので、
Oh, okay.
どこですか？
これはね上本町です、ね。
上の町。場所の名前は？
これはねスターライブ U6 です。
Okay, just bring a little
スターライブ U6。
電話番号？
電話番号は
ご自分の番号。
See it right there. Maybe it's a little reverse, but
これ。
電話番号は06-6773-3313 6773-3313
Yeah, for information.
yeah, information. So it's a Thursday night.
Yes. But without Ayuko.
I'm
Sorry, we are sorry.
出ないんだけど、でも2月20日。
はい。でそれから春からもずっとコンサートはあります。それで神戸とか、和歌山、大阪いっぱいありますので、またああいうこといっぱい出てるので、
そうそう、ま
はい。
た。
ウェブサイト見てもらった
そうね。
ら、はい。まだウェブサイト書いてないから慌てて書きます。
Okay.
Facebook
Thank you.
サイトもある？
Facebook もあります。
Okay. Hi. Okay, great. Yeah, I'll be at a jazz concert.
Yeah.
In Nagoya, but next one.
Who's doing the jazz? I'll tell you that.
Okay. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, I think this is exactly what we wanted to show: the positive, the long-lasting influence and continued influence of Black culture in Japan. And music always. I love music. I live for music. But I just think we have these two ladies.
Yeah.
I thought it might be good just to ask, what other, besides music, what are some other Black culture influences you've seen with your friends, your family, or just in Osaka or people around you? What other areas?
I teach my students. My students are elementary school students and kindergarten students. They love music, African music and rhythm, but they also like fashion.
That's
African
interesting.
fashion. Yes. So when they dress up, African
Wear.
show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they get happy.
Oh, nice. Children, always
Yes.
they enjoy. And African fashion is very colorful.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Very
the
nice.
thing.
Very
It's
attention,
expressive.
expressive. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah.
他に何か
他に
影響のあるアフリカの
Africa, America, Black. Either one.
やっぱりファッションが一番ね
一番
ね影響あるね。まあ音楽が一番なんですけど
Yes.
それに伴って一緒にやっぱりその音楽
Ah,
をする
yes,
ときに
yes.
着るものもアフリカンなので
The fashion. Yeah.
だからコンサートのファッションステージの衣装もアフリカンの衣装がすごく増えてます。
Oh, that's good. That's good to
Become
hear.
more and more popular.
Becoming more and more popular. That's good.
Fashion?
ファッション
Fashion
yes.
show?
No,
No,
not
fashion.
ファッションだけ。
ミュージックステージでね。
Yeah, when you're when you're doing the music.
Yeah.
When you're doing the music. Yeah. No. So before, as we're wrapping it up, I think it's good, and I do think it's a positive thing. But yeah, fashion. A long time when I first came, of course, the hip hop fashion was very popular, but I don't know if that's so much now. Any other influences you've noticed, just you've seen? Like when I first came, the dread hair was very popular. They loved, women were spending hundreds of dollars getting their hair like this, and the hip hop fashion. But that was a long time ago. I don't know now. besides the music and the African fashion, is there any other influences?
I think the way of speech, some the speaking, like the way black people speak. Oh, yo, what's up? What's good? Like, how's it going? Like, yo, you chilling? You good? Like that. It's also I'm kind of seeing more of the younger generation. Wanting
University
to understand
students, yeah.
that kind of slang.
Hey, sensei, what's up, sensei?
Yeah, like sensei, what's good? So it's like I see that starting to become a thing now as well. So
When you see the gesture, you get happy or not?
that's a great question. I don't know. I guess it depends, you know, because it's I guess I don't know. Sometimes it feel like maybe it's like I don't know, trying too hard or trying to be something that they're not. It's like, but I feel like it almost feel as if they kind of making fun of it. Like yo, yo. That's like it's like. Not everyone speaks like this,
that. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
so it's that's just a thing, and of course, the other thing too is, there's no rule, but there's a rule. You know, a lot of times within black culture, like you know, so you don't speak or act a certain way all the time. You know, it's like maybe to your friends or like what's up, what's good. You know, so
you don't use it.
Yeah,
and
there's
so
parameters.
and so for sure they're trying to learn or copy the style, but because the understanding of the context, the understanding of that is lost, they don't know. So it has a reverse, an opposite effect. So sometimes, even for me, like I don't usually get angry so easy, but if somebody starts doing that, I kind of like, you know, it's just be careful.
Just be careful.
Appropriate time. I've had students go like, instead of saying, "Excuse me, sensei, how do you do this?" They'll go, "Hey, yo, sensei." And I was like, "Excuse me, like that's not an appropriate way to speak. I'm not your mate."
Yeah, and it's the time again to just tell them. You know, it's both. Sometimes they're just trying to be a little friendly. So we can do that. We can correct. We can put the ship back on the course. So it's
roll bit this way. Just right there. There you go. All right.
But sometimes it's a way for them to connect with us specifically, and that is good too in some ways.
And I think that's the beautiful thing about it is that whole connect thing, because whereas before they wouldn't even try to connect.
Yes.
Right? But now there's a sense of wanting to try to connect. What is the, you know, it's kind of sometimes kind of silly though. It's like, you know, we don't do that, you know, but at least there's some sort of attempt. They're trying to understand, they're wanting to connect. So not to take too much time is almost up, but
okay. So thanks everybody. This is it. Thanks for sharing this special Black History Month program with us. I think we're having a good influence. I think it's changing slowly, but I'm positive and hopeful, especially with these two ladies using music as their their outlet. So thank you. Any last comments from any of my guests and partner?
Last comment.
Last commenter.
Anyway, we had a good time.
Thank you so much.
Forest experience.
Wow, really?
Nice.
Please do it again. You were wonderful. You were wonderful. Can you close us with maybe one line of a song? Anything as we close? One line, any song, just like 2 lines or something.
Oh,
if it's okay.
So once again, my song.
Yes. Yeah, we love your song.
Sure.
Let's live saying yes when the word says no, when the way seems far. Step by step we'll go. Let's live life in love, hide away our fear. Just smile when it rains, the sun will appear.
Woo! Thank you so much. Okay. All right.
All right,
That's,
thank you.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, that's
Parting
all.
words?
Great.
Thanks. That's
Thank
all,
you so much.
folks. That's a wrap.
Take care.
Maybe the look but crazy wow息するようにあなたを思う Maybe the look but crazy wow 生きたくようにあなたを思う Maybe the look but crazy wow 息する